I recently heard somebody say that the world has gone to hell. I'm not sure if I believe that. I hear a lot about that. A lot of people saying that this world has gone to hell, this world has gone to the dogs, this world is, spiraling to the abyss. And people are just talking about, these days it's hard, these days you just can't, But I think about through history, I'm kind of a history guy, and throughout history, the things that are the problems of the world today have been the problems of the world pretty much since the beginning. There's been distrust, there's been power struggles, there's been abuse, there's been violence, there's been victims. There has been, just people going nuts and all of that kind of stuff. Whatever you want to call it, these kind of things have happened throughout history. It just seems like we have it in our face more with social media and all of that kind of stuff. Rather than reminding ourselves of who we are, we keep looking at things to tell us who we are. And the things that we keep seeing are very negative and very distraught, to where we are manipulated into thinking that the world is worse now than it ever has been in the history of all of history and all of that kind of stuff. Once more, the manipulation doesn't end there. It seems like there's a lot of the world is in the abyss and all this kind of stuff. But there's one person. Unfortunately, it's usually one man that can solve everything for us. And if you just vote for this person, everything will change. About every 4 years, we go through this cycle of, if the world is a pit of despair, but if you vote for this one person, they'll save everything. And then 4 years later, we realize that the world hasn't changed much. But the beauty of it is that the bad things in the world may not have changed much, but neither have the good things. People are still people, and people will continue to do things to help each other. I live in a neighborhood now where there are political divisions and everything like that, but you know what? Every time that it snows, somebody is doing another person's driveway or walk. They help each other. We don't have to live on the extreme side of anything. Many times we can meet truly in the middle. And I don't think, as long as I've been alive, whoever has been elected or in the White House or a leader of this or a leader of that, it's not really changed who I feel like I'm called to be. I feel like I'm called to be a person that loves God, that loves myself, and loves my neighbor. I feel called to be an ambassador of Christ's message. And that means to love, to welcome, and to share, and to be kind. And it doesn't matter who's leading the whatever. That's not going to change anything for me. And I hope it doesn't change anything for you. I hope we all realize that the things that we see every day on our phones and everything like that are often made to try to trigger something, usually fear, and then after that, anger. And then after that, a solution by making you vote for a certain person. But none of that really has an effect on how we are called to treat the world. We are not supposed to just vote our way to treat the world. Oh, the world should just be nicer to people and everybody like that, so you just go and do that. None of that changes. It's our calling. It's our calling as individuals. I'm not here to just say the world should be kinder and people should be more welcome, so I'm going to vote this person and have them do it. I'm called to do it myself. I'm called to welcome people around me, to be friendly and to be nice to everybody that I run into, to do what Jesus did in my walk, in my path of life, share the good news and share that message that God is love and that we are supposed to love each other. The one thing I'm not here to do is to scare people or to make them angry or to make them a villain. I'm not here to do any of that. I'm here to be kind. I'm here to, even if my neighbor has a different political view or whatever, I'm here that when it snows and they've got snow on their sidewalk, I'm here to do the kind thing and shovel that if I can. I'm here to help people. I'm here to open doors for people regardless of where they're from or what their lifestyle is or who they voted for. I'm here to be a friend of my neighbor, and my neighbor is every single person on the planet. That's what we're here for. That hasn't changed. When Jesus walked the earth, it was a troubling time. The people that used to represent Israel now represented a place that had been occupied by a very violent force. It was a hard, grueling time. They had been persecuted for many years. And people felt polarized. People felt divided. People were arguing all the time. People were discriminating. People were victimizing. People were abusing. And Christ walked that earth and shared the message of love, of kindness, of inclusion. Christ did not say, you need to vote for this person, or you need to do this, or the world has gone to hell and it's only going to take all this kind of stuff and everything like that. Jesus just said, hey, let's have dinner. Let's have dinner and let me tell you about how much God loves you. Let me do that for you. Let me see to the people that are in need. Let me heal people that are hurting. Let me sit with people that are in pain. Let me laugh with people and share the joy of what love truly is. Throughout history, that hasn't changed. That's still our job. It's still our job to be the ambassador of that message. Not the ambassador of a politician. Not the ambassador of somebody trying to say that they're going to fix everything by hating other people. Not the ambassadors of war and violence and just trying to cause division and destruction. But we are to be the ambassadors of love and of kindness. That's what we're here to do, and nothing's going to change that. Nothing is going to change that. No matter what happens in this election year or whatever's to come and all that kind of stuff, nothing is going to change who you are called to be. And I think that we are all called to be ambassadors of love. Love God, love yourself, and love your neighbor.